What's up, champs? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Crown Cobain, aka Coach Crown C. This is the Fit Frame. Welcome. If you click on this video, you most likely want to learn about what the heck it means when you need to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. I'm trying to record this video as fast as possible. My battery's about to die, and let's see if we can get that done. So, just to give you a little prime example, right? Your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, or your RMR, resting metabolic rate, your maintenance calories, right? Let's say it's give you a number of 2,000. You subtract that by 500, it'll be, now you're at 1,500, right? So getting your macros from that, getting the actual numbers, what's important is your carbohydrates, your fats, and your proteins, right? And just to give you a little explanation on proteins, fats, and carbs. So each carb and each protein, each 1 gram is equivalent to 4 calories. When it comes to fat, 1 gram of fat, that's equivalent to 9 calories. So essentially, when we do the math, for the most part, when I'm working with most of my clients, I do the math depending on a questionnaire that I sent them, trying to find out what their lifestyle is usually like. So once I find that information out, I do my calculation like a mathematician, right? And I find out what basically what their numbers are, their macros, on a daily basis in order for them to either lose weight or to put on muscle, right? Lean muscle mass, baby. And it varies from everybody. Everybody's different. On top of that, coaching, for the most part, it's mostly on a weekly basis. Checking in, making sure that they're following their workouts, making sure they're following their meal plans, making sure that they're hitting their macros on a daily basis. And if they have any questions, if you're not losing weight this week, or 1 or 2 pounds are not dropping off, then we have to make some changes in order for you to achieve those actual goals. Now, for you to be in a caloric deficit, that's all that means. That changing, subtracting that, whatever number it is, let's say that number is 500, that'll put you in a caloric deficit, right? Of course, you need to be working out, making sure that you're moving your fucking body and not just chilling and making, you don't want to just be hanging out. The main goal here is for you to lose the weight, right? To burn the fat. Or if you're trying to put on muscle, it's a different story. That ranges anywhere from 250 to 350, depending on the person, of course. And what we do, we take, let's say your weight, right? Let's say you take your weight and we multiply that by 14. Anywhere from 14 to 17. 17, depending on your daily routine. If you're somebody who works in construction for the most part, then that'll be your number, 17, right? If you're somebody who doesn't do much, you're sitting on a desk, you don't really move around as much, you're at 14. If your job means that you're moving around on a daily basis, you gotta get up and go and walk around, then you're probably around the 15 area, you know what I mean? So it really varies. 17 is sort of a rare number. It's usually from 14 to 16 that you do that multiplication. But for the most part, that's usually how I judge how I'm gonna create somebody's program. So that's what it means for you to be in a caloric deficit. And here's my beef though. A lot of times people, they say, oh, I need to burn this amount of calories. I need to be under this amount of calories. Understand one thing, 3,500 calories equals a pound of fat, right? It is so easy to consume these calories, right? On a daily basis. And I understand these fast food restaurants like McDonald's and everything, and they're putting the calories. Can you actually lose the weight by just following these calories? Absolutely, you can. But then at the same time, you don't know exactly what you're putting into your body. You don't know how they're cooking these foods. That's why it's important to eat healthier foods. I like to promote more whole foods, trying to stay away from processed foods. So a lot of times when you're eating out, there's a lot of fats involved. You don't realize how much fat you're actually eating sometimes when we're talking about butter, we're talking about oil, we're talking about the meats that you eat, chicken, the steak, the salmon. A lot of these foods have a lot of fats. So when we're doing the whole macro counting thing, like if you're trying to lose weight properly, where you can still have some muscle in your body and you're still looking for that kind of, that body type, then we do these things in a way that it's balanced for you. You understand what I'm saying? This is something you can do for yourself as well. The part that people don't want to do, they don't want to sit down there and do the calculations of what the macros are, or going on a website using a macro calculator, and it may be in a certain direction, but usually on a calculator, it'll give you a certain number, but you need to understand that it varies, it changes, depending on your goal. So if you're somebody who's trying to put on mass, right, you're at 206, and you know your fat is at 61, your protein is at 156, depending on how you're doing it, because there's a certain scale. And I'm gonna make a deeper video on this. I'm actually in the bathroom right now. This is the shower, so I'll probably either write it down over here or I'll do it on the whiteboard so I can explain it to you guys a little thoroughly. But I wanted to make this video for the people that follow me on Snapchat, on Instagram, who are on Facebook, where I talk about these things and just like, what? Or I'm posting my macros. The only people who really know about this are clients that are working with me that went through the certain phases, depending on again, what they're working on. Because sometimes I create the programs based on the questions. If you're somebody who doesn't want to go into that, counting macros and, you know, I don't want to weigh my food right now, completely understand. My overall goal though is to get you to that point. So if I ask you certain questions and you tell me you eat out all the time, you don't really follow a diet, you're not really trying, but you need to lose massive amount of weight, okay, cool. I'm gonna give you some healthy options. I'm gonna trade certain things. Let's trade that soda for this really quickly. Let's do this. So I'm gonna ease you in to a better lifestyle. So my whole thing is to bring confidence and change the confidence in yourself so that you can look better, feel better, and be better in life. Reach one, teach one, baby. If I can teach you something and you can teach someone else, why the fuck not? You know what I mean? That's what I'm about. That's what I like to do. I like to help people out. So back to the whole caloric deficit situation. When you do this on a daily basis and you're following these macros, I like to use MyFitnessPal, which a lot of people use. There's other apps that you can use. MyFitnessPal is pretty cool because you can scan your food and it'll tell you the nutrition label, and you can pretty much manage it through there. So a lot of times when I write these programs with people, I send it out to them, and with the meal plans and all that, and the workout program, and I'm coaching them through them. You know what I mean? You're following this, you're checking out, I'm checking up on you all the time, making sure that you're doing certain exercises or making sure you're following the meal plan, depending on the person and depending on what we're working on. But for the most part, that's usually how it's done. You want to really make sure that if you are somebody who's doing this whole calorie thing, you want to make sure that you stay between that deficit, right? If your maintenance calories is 2,000, you're gonna be anywhere about 15,000, and your macros is gonna pretty much vary depending on your weight, height, and other things. But for the most part, your weight. That's usually how we judge it. Also, your body fat percentage has something to do with it as well. Depending on where you're at, there's different multiplications and mathematics that we have to do in order to get your actual number for your macronutrients. If this is something that you want to learn, or if you want to know what your macros should be for you to lose anywhere from 1 to 2 pounds every week, to lose 8 pounds a month. Sometimes you can lose a little more than that. If you want to know how to do that, just comment below, or you can email me at train@thefitframe.com. I'll put it in my description and below on this video. You can ask me, or you can comment below and I'll write it out for you, depending on when you get this video. If you've seen this video within this year 2019, most likely I'll be answering your questions. If you're seeing this in the future, there'll probably be a website you can go to and we can just further discuss this conversation. But I kind of wanted to break that down. Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. I wanted to record this. I was gonna do the whole thing, but the battery is freaking dying and I'm a little bit in a rush, but I wanted to record this video because on my Instagram and my Snapchat, I've been posting my macros or whatnot and just putting before and after pictures of some of my clients, and they're just like, yo, I don't understand, what is it you're doing, what is this macro stuff? So hopefully you understood what I just said. You might not, even if you don't, my apologies. I will make a more in-depth video on this, but in a nutshell, in order for you to lose weight, does not matter what fucking diet you're on, whether you're in intermittent fasting, whether you're ketogenic diet, whether you're carb cycling or counting macros. If you are in a caloric deficit, you will lose weight. And that is the goal, for you to lose weight. If you're someone who's trying to put muscle on, it's a little bit different. And I will make a video on that a little later. Maybe, not have too much clothes on so you guys can kind of like feel me. But just so you can have a better understanding of how it works. And this is what coaching is about, personal training. I've been doing this for 14 years. I've been in the fitness industry for 14 years. And I just feel like when I'm working with people one-on-one, helping them out through this journey, man, it does something to my heart. And I just love seeing the before and after pictures and the emails and just the overwhelming amount of love that I get when someone actually reaches their goal. It's an amazing thing, man, because I remember me being young, my whole goal was for me to put on muscle. When I actually did, I went up to a high weight. It was nice and jacked, and I dropped down. So my journey has been up and down, you know what I mean? I got big, I got real small, leaned out for modeling, got out of shape, came back into shape. So it was always a journey. So I have a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of experience when it comes to this kind of stuff. But anyways, guys, I wanted to make this video for those who have been asking me this question on Snapchat mainly, because that's usually where I put my stuff, and I answer some of you directly, but there was a lot of messages. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make a quick YouTube video. I'm gonna post it. Hopefully you guys can see this and have a better understanding. If you do not understand what the heck I'm talking about, comment below. Hit me on my DM, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, or email me. And depending on how many emails I get, I'll make a more in-depth video for you guys. And that is it. And when I make that in-depth video, I'll probably tag it here somewhere so you guys can get to it. Anyway, champs, I am Crown Cobain, aka Coach Crown C. Welcome to the Fifth Frame. Again, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do. Get some information. I post workouts, give motivation, try to help you out. You know the hashtag is no slack mode, hashtag Team Fifth Frame. And I'm here to help you out, champ. And that's it. Crown C, Crown Cobain. I'm out of here. Picture the goals, frame the results. Stay fit for life. Peace.